Hi everyone, good morning and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a review of our lesson. We study lesson number 6 entitled Real Unselfishness. Our first question for today is, how can I develop and cultivate the attitude manifested in Acts chapter 4 verse 32 to 35? And we see in that passage that the early church was united. It says that they had one heart and one soul. How can I develop that? Well, I think we need to have that same experience that they had, which was the outpouring of the Holy Spirit. They were able to now be in this way because they had the Holy Spirit. And we also need the same so that we can be united and be together. Question 2. Explain the differences between the gift of Moses Barnabas and of Ananias. And so those were the two examples that we had. And we see that one person was, both of them were acting under the influence of the Holy Spirit, but one listened and really truly wanted to do what that impression told him to. And the other one listened, but then became covetous. And that was the difference. One was completely surrendered himself to the Holy Spirit, and the other one was reserving back and holding back. And so he was not able to do the same. What motives caused Ananias and his wife to lie to the Holy Spirit? As I said before, they became covetous. The influence of the Holy Spirit, that sweet influence that had led them to make the promise, soon left them because the little bit of selfishness that they had in their heart took over. They did not surrender fully to the Holy Spirit or to Christ. Why did the life-giver slay the guilty pair, and why does he not today? So we know that the punishment came quickly because the church was growing and it needed to know that conversion was not a game. It was not something that everybody was doing it, so they would do it too. That it was serious, and that God would not accept professed Christians. So people that, while professing to serve God, were also serving other gods, in this case, Mammon. And the last question says, what do I need to realize about my vows and pledges, the tithe and the offering? As we studied yesterday, it is better for us to not make a vow if we're not intending to keep that vow. The Lord would rather have that than us making a promise that we're not going to fulfill. And then as far as our tithe and offering, those actually belong to God, and we are not to keep it for ourselves. In Malachi, we are reminded that if we do keep it for ourselves, then we are robbing God. And in doing that, we will incur into curses. But if we do give it back to Him as it belongs to Him, then He promises to bless us in so much that we will not have enough room to keep all the blessings that He's given us. And so we need to remember, I think the most important part of this lesson is that when we make a promise, one of the promises that we have made is to follow Jesus. Then let us do it with our whole heart. Let's not keep anything back, because any little piece of our heart that we keep back can be used by Satan to destroy us, as it was in the case of Ananias and Sapphira. And everything that we have belongs to God. We are blessed, and in that He trusts us to manage that blessing. And so let us do it with our heart fully converted, fully given to Him, and we will be able to give honor and glory to Him in everything that we have, in our personal life and in our material life. God bless you, and I will see you again next time.